to the 5th and final day of my 5-day motivation makeover challenge. Oh my gosh, have we covered a lot in this motivation makeover. So on day 1, you got really clear on where you're at now, where you're going, and what that change is going to look like for you. On day 2, you learned to prioritise one thing and one thing only and chose what your first goal was going to be. So on day 3, we identified what obstacles or excuses could come up for us, and on day 4 we completed our risk analysis so that we are prepared if those challenges come up for us. So congratulations for making it to day 5, and before we dive into today's unit, I just really want to take a moment to say a massive thank you to you for being a part of this challenge. I have absolutely loved creating this motivation makeover for you, and to help some of you work through some of the stuff that's come up for you has been so amazing for me. So thank you so much for opening up to me. I really, honestly, it's something that I take as an honour and privilege, and like I said before, I really don't take it lightly, so thank you very much. Helping other women just like us, we're all just on a journey to be the best version of ourselves, is literally my life's purpose. So having you allow me to be a part of your journey is honestly just a blessing for me, so thank you again from the bottom of my heart. On that note, let's dive into day 5. So there's a little saying that we have in the coaching world: another level, another devil. And this is something that I struggled with for a long time. When I first started my fitness journey, I would somehow have this idea that when I got to a certain stage there'd be no more problems or no more challenges to overcome. And it was a big realisation for me when I realised there is always going to be something that pops up, no matter what level you're at, that you're going to need help working through. There's always going to be something to learn, somewhere in which we want to grow. That's why it's so important to have help and support on your journey, and somebody that you can turn to in those times of need when things are a little bit tough, because there's always obstacles for all of us, and that's in all areas of our life, not just health and fitness. Like I said before when we did our wheel of life, you know, each area needs awareness, so it's really important to keep on top of that. The way we handle these obstacles, the way we work through them, determines essentially whether we succeed or fail, and also how long it's going to take us to achieve our goal. So for today, I just wanted to give you some action steps that you can take away wherever you are in your journey. Option 1 is do nothing. I know that if you're here, you're an action taker and you are doing things to move you towards your goal. So I definitely don't need to worry that you're going to go for option 1. Option 2, go it alone. So when I first started my fitness journey, I was really stubborn and I was like, I can do this all by myself, I know what I'm doing, I'm sure I can research it, if I don't know I'll learn, and that attitude is brilliant, but it's not the fastest way to move forward basically. The way that I find the fastest to learn and grow is to find someone who has already done what you want to achieve and learn from them, which is why now I have mentors in all areas of my life, because when I used to go by that method, I used to get so far, but then I would find that I'd like plateau and get stuck and just keep repeating like the same patterns in behaviour, because I just wasn't aware of what I was doing wrong. Like sometimes it takes someone from the outside to look at your situation objectively to point out things that might have been right in front of you in the first place, or sometimes it does take digging a little bit deeper to uncover what needs to be changed. So I value coaching so much because it's been a complete game changer in my life, so I highly recommend coaching in whatever area you want to improve. However, if you're not quite at the stage where you're ready for a coach just yet, I wanted to give you my top 3 tips for going it alone. So tip number 1 is check in with yourself, and you've got to make this a regular thing. If you don't have a coach to hold you accountable, you have got to hold yourself accountable. So I recommend weekly check-ins to evaluate where you're at with your goals, and a big reassessment once every 3 months. Number 2, choose one goal at a time. I've said it before and I'll say it again till I'm blue in the face. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. And when you're coaching yourself, it can be kind of challenging to look at it objectively and to not place too much pressure on yourself to achieve everything all at once. You've got to stay realistic, stay focused on one thing at a time, yeah? And the third tip, surround yourself with those who lift you higher. And I'm not saying go cut out everybody in your life that's not adding value. Like, sometimes we don't get to choose the people around us in terms of family and things like that who might have not the strongest mindset that will help us to move forward. If that's the case, don't go cutting them out of your life. Just add more positive influences in and spend your time with people you admire who push you to be a better version of yourself, because you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So it's very, very important to be conscious of those people. Option 3 is find a coach. So some of you have already experienced, just in this challenge alone, life happens and sometimes things get in the way and we get completely thrown off track from achieving our goals. And honestly, if you don't have someone to guide you and support you back onto the right track and hold your hand to support you in getting where you need to be, sometimes you just might never achieve that goal, or it might take you a really, really long time to get to where you want to be. Coaching has so many benefits, and my expertise is health and fitness, women's health and fitness, sorry guys, but in whatever area I fully support coaching. Like, I cannot tell you the amount of benefits it has. So it's got the accountability, you've got someone to check in and be like, hey, you've got a goal, let's do it, what are you doing, get back on track. You've got that person to turn to if shit goes sideways and you're just completely stuck in a rut. You can reach out to that person and their job is to lift you up and guide you and support you back